Hello everyone, welcome to EA40 and welcome to a new episode of 2 Cents on 4 Wheels, where in this one I'm not really going to be giving my opinions on something, but instead I'm going to be clearing up the air and addressing some rumors about a big event that recently happened. That event I'm referring to is with the Gemballa Mirage GT that crashed in Manhattan and basically tried to flee the scene. That was a big one. It set the car internet world on fire. I can't remember a day on Facebook where one car event basically dominated almost my entire feed. It was quite a big deal, but a lot of different reports have been flying around about that event as for what happened, and it was all a bit of a mess. So in this one, I'm just gonna kind of clear up the rumors and tell you guys what kind of is true. I'll provide a bit of speculation on something a little special towards the end. Some reports were saying that Ben Chen was under a lot of stress as his mother and his brother had passed away due to the recent pandemic that's been going on. I'm not gonna say the actual name of the pandemic because of demonetization stuff, but you probably know what it is. That's not true. According to people who met and sort of know Ben Chen, he's an only child. His father is unfortunately deceased, but that's been for a while, and his mother is alive and well. So luckily, none of them have caught any kind of disease or anything, so that's a good thing. Perhaps the biggest thing that I've seen reported on this whole story is mentioning Ben Chen and his affiliation with Gold Rush Rally. Now, there's a level of truth to it, but there's some explaining to do. Technically, Ben Chen has not been associated with Gold Rush Rally since August 2019, where let's just say he ended up selling off his share of the rally to do other business activities. Ben Chen was one of the co-founders, that is absolutely true, and because he was a co-founder, obviously for many years he was involved in the operations related to the rally. But he's no longer a part of it, so technically Ben Chen doesn't really have Gold Rush Rally affiliations. Personally, I'm not surprised that a lot of people were wrongly reporting that he is currently a part of Gold Rush Rally, because the only time that I saw properly in writing that he wasn't a part of it was a few days ago when the Gold Rush Rally, some of the staff members there, issued a statement talking about the whole situation and mentioning that he hasn't been a part of the rally for many months. But most people didn't know that. I hadn't even seen it in writing until that day. I happen to know because of some other people that I know, so that's why I'm not surprised that that was being reported. But now you guys know he is not a part of the Gold Rush Rally operations. An important one to mention is Ben Chen's driving history and how this is not his first time binning a car. That's not really a rumor, it's quite true. One of his most popular accidents was when he was driving a McLaren 12C rental car during the Gold Rush Rally, and in Texas he was going triple digits, went off the road, and binned the car into a storage unit. That definitely happened. Luckily, everyone escaped without injury, but the car was very much dead. He did also once wreck a Lamborghini Murcielago SV with a manual transmission. Yes, one of the extremely rare ones. He did unfortunately wreck one of those a few years back. I believe that one has been repaired, but yeah, that also happened. And then there was a time that he ended up scraping the bottom and the front and the back end of a Mercedes CLK GTR as he was leaving a gas station and left it at the wrong angle. That definitely happened. There's footage of it. It's a little bit hard to look at if you're a car enthusiast, especially because the Mercedes CLK GTR, very rare, and it's technically show and display here in the US. And then there are a few other crashes and accidents that I can't fully remember. Some of them have supposedly been kind of scrubbed off of the internet. But yes, this is not the first time that he's caused some kind of damage to a car that would probably sell privately for over $1 million. One of the more subjective rumors is that not everyone who has met him likes him. That kind of can go without saying. Everyone has people that don't really like them. That said, I've heard some opinions from people who have driven alongside him or have met him personally who don't really have a good opinion of him. I'm gonna refrain from anything because I haven't met him. But I do suspect that Casey Push doesn't have a very good opinion of him. And I wonder why.
This jackwagon does not represent the car world and car enthusiasts. Jackwagon, 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 jackwagon.
Finally, I want to provide a little bit of my own speculation. If you were watching the VinWiki video talking about the Cannonball record, you would have seen at the very beginning of the video, Ed mentioned the Gemballa Mirage GT crash, and he also said that many people told him about it and told Tavares about it, basically hoping that they could team up, purchase the car, and fix it up, which would be a little bit cool to see, but I personally don't see that happening. and that's primarily because Tavares already has the McLaren 675 LT, and with that car, the build is being sponsored by Auto Tempest, who's been a continual sponsor of a lot of the automotive YouTube creators. And I believe Auto Tempest would probably want to have their kind of return first. So to see the Gemballa Mirage GT, unless that ends up coming down way down the line, I personally don't see that quite happening. Plus, Ed mentioned that that's not his first choice of car anyway, but yeah, I personally don't see it happening. But hey, you never know. I haven't spoken to Tavares about it, and I talk to Ed every now and then, but I obviously haven't said anything to him about it. Whatever decision they make, that's their decision. But anyway, I hope this clears up the air for you guys and kind of tells you guys what is real and what isn't regarding this whole Gemballa Mirage GT crash in Manhattan. I will say it's quite a wild event to have seen that happen. Obviously, I wasn't there, but to have woken up in the morning and seen that all over my Facebook feed, it was like, whoa, this is really different. And then to even think about what happened of a super rare and expensive car crashing, trying to flee the scene, going through multiple red lights and multiple blocks through New York City before being stopped, crashing into other parked cars in the process. That's something that I'd only expect to see out of like some kind of parody of Wolf of Wall Street or something like that. But let me know what you guys think of this scenario. Thank you for watching this video, and in another episode I'll provide more of my actual opinions on something rather than just clearing up a bunch of rumors. So thank you for watching and take care.